All right, welcome back to Mr. P Helps with Algebra. This is Unit 4, Topic 2, Topic 3, Lesson number 5 still. If you watched the last video, you noticed that I ran out of time. I cleaned up the questions that I did do because I was rushing through them a little bit. Questions 6 and 10, I know I already did on the last video. And question 5, I talked about it, but I didn't figure out that it is factorable because 12 times 5 is 60 and 12 plus 5 is 17. So I did notice after the video was over that it is factorable, and therefore you can see that I solved it, and x is negative 12 and negative 5. Now, I started to solve question number 9 because I'm using Tia's method, which is the square root method, because I can't do it on either of these because this one has a leading coefficient, and I can't do it on this one because it's got 7 longs, and it's not going to be easy doing that because when you split that in half, you're going to end up with the decimal. But this one doesn't have a leading coefficient. It does have an even amount of longs, or an even amount of x terms, which is negative 12. So half of that would be negative 6. So think of that one flat, or that one x squared term. That's that big square. And then you put your 6 red longs on each side, your 6 x terms. And that would require 36 units in order to create a perfect square. But you've already got 8, which means you have to add 28 to both sides. And that is going to give you a perfect square of x minus 6 equals 28. Now you also notice over here, since I don't have a calculator here, I've already pre-written that the square root of 28 is about 5.3. So now I can solve this twice. I can do x minus 6 equals 5.3, and then x minus 6 equals negative 5.3. Now I'm kind of taking up room from another place because it takes a little bit more room than I have here. Add 6 to both sides here, and it looks like you're going to get an answer of 11.3. And add 6 over here, it looks like you're going to get an answer of 1.3. Because you add 5, yeah, 1.3. All right, so those are your two answers there. Now I'm going to erase this whole thing because I still got questions 7 and 8 left to do. And questions 7 and 8, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So we've got 1, 7, and negative 5 for A, B, and C terms. We've got 3, 14, and negative 5. Okay, so I didn't really have to do anything there because they're already in order. They're already set equal to 0. So that saves me a little bit of a step right there. Negative B would be negative 7 plus or minus square root of. B squared would be 49. Negative 4 times A is still negative 4. Negative 4 times C would be positive 20. Now, it does seem to me I'm going to have a discriminant that requires a decimal. 2 times A would be 2. So it's going to be negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 69. Square root of 64 would be 8. So it's going to be a little bit more than 8. I'm just going to pretend that it's 8.2. I don't have a calculator on me. So I'm going to do negative 7 plus 8.2 divided by 2. And negative 7 minus 8.2 divided by 2. Negative 7 plus 8.2 is going to be 1.2. And 1.2 divided by 2, I don't know exactly what that is off the top of my head, but it's going to be about 0.9. I'm just guessing. Use your calculator to double check me. Negative 7 minus 8.2 is going to be negative 15.2. Negative 15.2 divided by 2 is going to be, once again, I'm going to estimate here. It's going to be about negative 7 points. I'm going to say negative 7.5 because like I said, I don't have a graphic calculator on me, but you can check the math for that one. All right, I'm going to erase that as well. So hopefully you're not just skipping to the end and seeing the answers because like I said, you're going to want to check. You're going to want to listen to things I'm saying because the numbers I'm writing here are my own estimates. All right, so over here we got negative B, negative 14 plus or minus square root of B squared. So that would be 14 squared happens to be, don't have that memorized all. So let's see, 14 times the 14 gives me 196. Minus 4 times A is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 5 is positive 60. And divide that by 2 times A, which is 6. Now, 196 plus your 60, 196 plus your 60 makes 256. Square root of 256, let's see. All right, I'm going to write that here. So negative 14 plus or minus the square root of 256 divided by 6 Now, once again, square root of 256. I'm looking for, let's see, something close. 17 squared would be 289. 16 squared is going to be 256 exactly. Oh, so that works out perfectly. Guess I should have known that. Alright, so that's negative 14 plus 16 over 6. And negative 14 minus 16 over 6. Okay, this one's going to be negative 30. Negative 30 divided by 6 is negative 5. And then negative 14 plus 16 makes 2, and 2, 6 becomes 0.3. All right, so this strategy actually worked out fairly well in this case. We got 1/3 is one of the answers, 1/3, 0.3 repeated, and negative 5 is the other answer. All right, thanks again for watching. I know this is a little bit longer of a normal one than you are used to, but that's why I had the second video. Thanks again for watching. Please give it a like if it helped you learn something. Have a great day.